Hi everyone, and welcome to another video on where I talk about video game accessibility, and specifically Baldur's Gate 3 and why I think it's super accessible to many gamers. Forgive the camera shaking, I am just a shaky person. It happens. It's just part of, you know. So first things first, Baldur's Gate 3 gives you the option to pause anywhere at any time. You could be in the middle of a battle, pause. You can be in the middle of a cutscene, pause. You can be in the middle of dialogue, pause. You can pause anywhere. And it has been a really long time since we have had a game that allows you to just pause wherever. Seriously, this is a huge deal. Another thing that I appreciate, especially as someone who has just weird vision, you can change the size of the subtitles and the text screen, so it can be more readable to you or less readable. If you have audio processing disorders, the audio is really important, or the dialogue backup screen is really important, and they do have like a screen that shows all of your options that you have picked in your dialogue, and that is huge. Another thing for me, and my third point, is the combat is turn-based, which means that it's slowed down to a pace that works for you. It is not going at a developer's pace, it is going at your pace. And that is huge for someone who frankly needs a little more time and can't react super fast. I am so appreciative of turn-based games. Number 4 isn't really an accessibility thing, but it is something I truly appreciate, and that there is a non-binary option. I am a non-binary person, but you can also have trans characters. Your character is fully customizable, including down to the genitalia, which is huge in a game. Granted, streamers can't take advantage of that, so anytime I'm playing on stream, I have to toggle on and off. So here's another accessibility feature. I have to toggle on and off the nudity. The fact that we can toggle that on and off and make sure it's turned off if we have kids around or anything like that, huge win. I'm a parent, I'm a streamer. It's awesome. So thank you for letting that be a toggle. Next point. It can be either a single player or a multiplayer game. When I'm playing by myself, I enjoy playing single player, but the fact that I can play it with my husband or with friends from like Mythical Menagerie, which is my stream team, that means a lot to me, because having the option to play it either way is really cool and a lot of fun, and it opens up a lot of possibility, and I don't have to be stuck in only multiplayer mode. I don't have a lot of friends that I can make time to play games with, because we have different calendars, we have different lives. But the fact that I can still enjoy the game as a single player means a lot. My next point, and probably my last point, is that there are 3 kind of hard difficulty levels to the game. There is story mode, which is what I like playing on because I enjoy playing the story and I don't want to be struggling with combat too much. There is exploration or adventure mode, I think, which is mid-range, it's balanced, it lets you multi-class, which is very fun and very cool, and that's what I play with my husband. And then there's a hard mode for people who enjoy a challenge. I am not one of those people. I don't want to play a game that challenges me and makes me frustrated right off the bat. This is why I struggle with any Soulsborne games. I love the lore and the aesthetic of Bloodborne, but I cannot play that game. I have tried. I have cried trying to play that game. But Baldur's Gate 3 gives me an easy option, an accessible option that works for the way that I can play and process things. And honestly and truly, Baldur's Gate 3 has been a hugely accessible game for many. I lied about the last one being my last point. This is going to be my last point. They are working on controller support. And that is super, super cool to me. But the controls are already fairly easy. I do struggle a little bit with mouse and keyboard, but the game is not punishing me for having a hard time with mouse and keyboard. And if I wanted to, you can play hybrid with mouse, keyboard, and a controller, or you can try to use their controller support, which they are actively working on to bring it to console. They know it is an accessibility feature and they want to offer controller support, and they are working hard to make that possible. So the more people that use controller support and hybrid controller support, the better it gets for other people. So the fact that you can play and have that customizability between the way you play is huge. Not enough games do that. Anyway, this was all my personal opinions and just how I feel about it. Please, I would like to hear your opinions, and if you watched all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. Anyway, have a lovely day. Bye.